Hello everyone, Andrew Horn, the Instructional Technology Consultant here with the Brody School of Medicine. And in this video I want to walk you through how to respond to in-class polling questions using the ResponseWare website and also using the ResponseWare mobile app for your phone or your tablet. Let's go ahead and do the website first. And to do that, before every class you'll need to visit www.responseware.com. Here it'll ask you for your session ID. In every class, your instructor should give you a 6-digit code. Some instructors are writing it up on the dry erase board. Some instructors are just leaving this window up so that you can see the session ID here in the center. Whatever way the instructor feels like they're most comfortable with doing this, that's okay as long as they give you this 6-digit code before every class. If the instructor hasn't given you that 6-digit code, you might want to ask them before they get started. But here we'll input the code. It's 180948. And this code will be different for every class. And then I click Join Session. And here I'm asked to provide my user ID, which is my turning account user ID. So that's Horn A96. And join. And I'll be asked to sign in using my turning account information. Once I've signed in with my turning account information, I'll be brought to the ResponseWare dashboard, and this is where you'll actually do your responding to your questions. It defaults to the question setting, and in this window is where the questions provided by the instructor will appear for you to respond. There is a messaging feature where you can send chat messages to anyone else that's in the session. You can get some information about the session, and then if you need to, you can leave the session as well. Most people will probably stay here in the question portion of the dashboard. So let's go to the presentation. Now that we're in the presentation, you see I've got a question and I've got some answer choices, and this is just fairly simple, but some of your instructors might use a true or false question. It might be a little bit more complex of a structure, but it'll usually have a question and some answer choices for you to do. You see I also have a toolbar open over here now. And that lets me know that polling is currently open, so I can go back to ResponseWare. Now that a question has appeared in the PowerPoint presentation, you'll see in ResponseWare that that same question has shown up in my question window, and I have a list of answer options down at the bottom of the screen. Since today happens to be Friday, I'll choose E. And then if I were to go back to the presentation, you would see this up on the projector. You'd see that the results now show as 100% for Friday, since I'm the only person participating in this poll. If I go back to ResponseWare, I can see that I've got a chart showing all of the results from the polling session. Since I'm the only person polling, I see that I have 100% polling on answer choice E. I show that my answer was answer choice E. And then once the instructor goes to the next slide in the presentation, the question window will clear. And then once the next question appears in the presentation, it'll show up in the question window again. Now let's take a look at the ResponseWare mobile app. The ResponseWare mobile app is free of charge. It's available in the iTunes App Store and also in the Google Play Store. This is what the app looks like in the iTunes App Store. And I've already downloaded it and installed it. So I'm going to open up the ResponseWare app. And once I do, it asks for a session ID. And I'll use the same session, 180948, and then I touch Join Session. Then I'm asked to enter my first name and my last name, and then my user ID, which is my turning account user ID. Once we've entered in all of the information, you're brought to the questions window, and you can see here that polling is closed because there's not currently a slide showing on the presentation. I've got a menu button over on the left side of the screen that will take me to settings, give me some help, and then some information about the application. Up in the right-hand corner of the screen, I've got another menu where I've got some similar features, some similar options to what I had in the ResponseWare website, where I can leave a presentation, I can see the presentation as it's going on, I can participate in messaging using the chat, or I can get information about the session. Let's bring up the presentation though. Once an instructor has gotten to a slide with a turning point question in it, the question will appear in the ResponseWare app. And then I've got answer choices down at the bottom. Again, since it's Friday, I'll choose E. Once the instructor goes to the next slide, the ResponseWare app shows the results, just like in the ResponseWare website, and it also shows the answer that I chose. Once the instructor goes to the next slide that doesn't have a turning point question, or if they were to end the PowerPoint session, you'll see that the window now returns back to polling closed. And that's how you respond using the ResponseWare website and the ResponseWare mobile app. If you have any questions about Turning Point Cloud or any technology in use here at the Brody School of Medicine, please feel free to come by my office at Brody 2E96. Give me a call at 744-3967 or send me an email at horna16@ecu.edu. Also, I'm posting a lot of information and tutorials on the Brody Tech blog, and you find the website for that on the screen. It's blog.ecu.edu/sites/Brody Tech blog.